Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So today let's have a look at the limited time Christmas event for Oruga. And yeah, this is definitely one of the more difficult extreme quests. So I'm very happy to make this video. And yeah, I'm glad that it came back this year. And let's see, gimmicks here, they are gravity barriers and damage walls. So we want to bring characters that ideally have both, but just one or the other is also fine. And then the boss, the mini-boss and the boss, they will do a power down on our characters the first turn, which will severely limit how much damage we can do the first round of turns. So I have a couple, there are a few ways to get around that, and I'll explain that as the video goes on. But anyway, the team that I'm using, first I'm using Marie Antoinette Evolution. And I'm using her because she has a 16-turn meteor strike shot, which doesn't do a lot of damage, but it can, you know, charge up quickly and then do lots of damage to little guys. Not the boss so much. So that's why I have her. Next I'm using Akala, the Impossible Monster, and he's the one drop monster with both no gravity barrier and no damage wall, so he comes in handy here. And then I am using Clover Monstriker Ascension. He has no gravity barrier, and he also has a Fiend Slayer, and then the boss Oruga is a Fiend. And yeah, as we saw, the boss's first turn, she did the power down. On these mini-boss stages, it's only within a certain distance, but once we get to the boss stages, that power down affects the entire screen, so we cannot escape it. Okay, and then finally I am using Uriel Evolution, and she also has no gravity barrier, no damage wall. So she'll be my most mobile character for this mission. Okay, but as we can see, after one round, after one go around everybody's turn, the power down wears off, and so everybody can do normal damage after that. And then the reason why that power down stinks is that all of the enemies and the boss, they do lots of damage themselves. But there are a few ways to get around the power down. One is to use Lucy, and she has the barrier, and that protects her against the first one or two attacks of every level. And so that will prevent the power down. And so she can still do good damage on her turn, and then her bump combo will also be at full power. Another way to get around it is to use a guy with a some kind of a stun or like a sleep mechanic. This could be a meteor shot, or it could be like a knockout ableberry, or things like that, like Tsukiyomi's bump combo, the lightning. And then here, this is the way that I kind of deal with it. I use Marie Antoinette's strike shot to take down as many guys as I can. And then this is important to do the first turn before the power down comes out. So yeah, there we saw I took out half of the little guys that first turn. So that really improves our chances of surviving. Okay. And then we also have a gold heart there, so that's good for a little bit of insurance. And then let's look at Clover Monstriker's Slayer. Pretty good. And no choice here but to pick up the heart. But we'll take advantage of Kala's Flare. So pretty awesome damage there. And yeah, this mini-boss stage is pretty difficult in its own right, and we're not even at the boss stage yet. But yeah, there we saw a nice critical hit on Marie Antoinette. I feel like I say this every video, but critical on Pierce monsters is pretty darn good. Okay, so we've taken down the boss. We could take this time to either charge up our strike shots or build up our hearts. It might be a good idea to go charge up Marie Antoinette's strike shot again, but we'll just go ahead. Okay, first boss stage. Same idea as the mini-boss stages, but kind of the your goal on the first turn of every stage of the boss stages is to do as much damage as you can, and if possible, take down one of the little guys. So I was able to do that with Marie Antoinette's bump combo. And then the next 4 turns will just be about just surviving and trying to do as much damage as we can. Okay, we'll get a Kala in position down there. That actually might not be a good position, because now he's underneath the shield, but oh well. Okay, but then after a character takes their first turn, the power down wears out, so their bump combo will be back at full strength. So yeah, Akala's flare is back at full strength. We'll put that in and get a bit of damage on the boss. And then, I guess I could talk about the character of Oruga. I already reviewed her in my kind of general Christmas monster video. She's really good for Izanami, so if you're still working on Izanami, then it would be very worth getting Oruga. If you were done with Izanami, then there's no real reason to get Oruga. I think you'd be better off with Dax Evolution in most cases. But if you really like the design, like I do, then it might be worth getting or even making a max luck of Oruga. Okay, so there again we saw Clover Monstriker's Slayer come into effect. And we will enter the second boss stage. And just perfectly, we will have Marie Antoinette on her turn with her strike shot charged up. So we'll make use of that again. And then we'll try to hit everybody. Okay, excellent. Okay, so we got the meteor to hit everybody. It did not take down anybody, but it got them close enough so that even with our power down, we shouldn't have too much trouble there. Alright, we'll see how many this takes out. Okay, well, just one more hit and then we'll have taken out all of the little guys. So we're looking in pretty good shape here. Okay, and then with this, the power down will be off for everybody. Okay, so now everybody's back at full power, so now we can start attacking the boss as normal. And then I'll think about growing that heart to golden, so that we can have more hit points for the last stage. Okay. Well, I was thinking that with Clover Monstriker we might take out the boss, so we went ahead and got the heart. Okay, pretty good. Okay, last stage. And yeah, as we can see, there are the 2 demons on the bottom, just like in the first stage. And then we do want to take them down by the time their 8 count gets down to 0. That will be a very damaging attack, so. And then I will be waiting, and then also kind of moving Akala into position to try to get the rebound laser in good position. And then Clover Monstriker, he has an explosion on a first contact strike shot. So we'll try to get rid of these shields so that we can expose the weak point. And then yeah, as we saw, Oruga came out the second turn, and we need to get rid of her as well. Yeah, big damage output from everybody on this stage. And I'm checking all of the enemies' attacks to see if they have any attacks coming up. They do, so I thought I'd go ahead and get the heart. Okay, still do not have Akala lined up right, so let's work on his... let's wait a little bit. We'll take down the demon just in time to avoid that big shot. And then we'll grab some hearts. Okay, so there go 2 of the shields. That will make it easier for us to do some damage to the boss. And let's use Uriel's Strike Shot, the command Strike Shot. Okay, pretty good. Alright, and then Marie, her Strike Shot is charged up again, so let's go ahead and use that. Again, doesn't do a whole ton of damage to bosses, but every little bit helps. Alright, and then let's see if the Strike Shot, or the weak point appears for Akala's Strike Shot. Well, this is good enough, so we'll go ahead and use it. And there we go. Alright, so did not get the speed clear, but oh well. And yeah, that was Oruga. Again, on the difficult side. But if you can kind of address the power down in one of the ways that I recommended, then it's not as bad. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care.